I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBM, we're taking a look at a powerful poetry book that turns real pain into real purpose. The name of the book, Shades of My Soul, Reflections of What's Within. It is written by a terrific author and poet. His name is Rasheen Douglas. A retired Air Force member, Rasheen completed a 21-day poetry challenge that became his heartfelt collection. These poems are written to touch your heart, educate your mind, and inspire self-love so you can grow from his experiences and avoid making some of the same mistakes. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him on TV today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Rasheen, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me, sir.
Great having you on the show. This 21-day poetry challenge really changed your life, changed your profession in a way. It turned you into a poet. Um, why? Tell us a little bit about it, how you got involved.
Uh, Basically, I use the journal, like the poetry book, as a journal, to express my feelings of what I've been through, and just to let people know, don't repeat the same mistakes I have. To cherish what you love, and do what you can to prove yourself to keep it.
Absolutely. So during the 21-day challenge, tell us what it was like. How many poems did you craft? How often did you write? Did you submit them to a committee or something like that? Tell us how it worked.
Basically, what I found was it was interesting. It was an ad that was on Facebook,
Mhm.
from Bookleaf Publishing, and it basically said it's a website you go to, and like every day you submit a poem, whether you wrote it that day or just you just submitted one every day for 21 days. I uh, I wrote one every day. This is just what things that was on my mind, what was I feeling in my heart, and that's basically what happened. That's what it came out with. I think I got done.
Wonderful. It's great to have a challenge like that. I actually entered the 48-hour film festival one time, and
Oh
it was a
wow.
lot of fun because within 2 days you had to write, craft, act in, and produce a movie, and it was
Oh,
pretty cool. So sometimes these little challenges get us to get our creative sparks
oh yeah, most
flowing,
definitely.
without a doubt. So tell us a little bit about the themes you touched upon in your when you were posting for those 21 days.
Uh, well, so in the process right now, I've been separated from my wife, and
Mhm.
we're in the process of divorcing.
Mm.
That really for me, I was all in, and it kind of like it hurt. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like kind of pain before, so I touched on that piece of like losing her, losing
Mhm.
somebody I loved, and then that was one element of it, and then also my spirituality got me through that. As far as me going within and doing shadow work and helping myself grow, and just having awareness of of myself and my trauma that I had, and as far as like knowing like how to heal myself and and learn that to not keep myself in that, not depressed to be depressed, but grow from it.
Right.
Also, just like in life, knowing like how we, some of the things I looked at is like people go work for 9 to 5s. People do all the stuff that stressors, the stressors we have and everything, and it builds us to how we are. So that's I was touching on that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah.
So spirituality, the way that things are, and this the hurt. That's what most of my poems were.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're hurting, that's when you're at your most creative. I think
Hmm.
that's true for a lot of people because, your heart is a little raw at that point
Hmm.
and you're a little introspective, and that's when some beautiful poetry comes out. Do you have a
Yes.
favorite poem in the collection?
Uh, I think one of them probably is ones too. I would say to my wife, the middleman was probably one of them.
Mhm.
The one about the dance, as far as I was dancing, because we used to like love music. We used to also go dancing all the time. And
Mhm.
I kind of of course, I missed that, sharing that experience. So probably those
Mhm.
two. Yeah.
Absolutely. The title of the book is powerful, Shades of My Soul, Reflections of What's Within. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Ooh, because I feel, as far as the title, I came with that because we have deep layers. Everybody has layers to us. And
Mhm.
I feel like shades was just talking about just the different elements that we have for ourselves. And that's
Mhm.
pretty much why I came up with the title.
Yeah. Well, it's great, it's effective, and it's a poetic title, so it absolutely captures the spirit and the essence of the book. Talk to us a little bit about your time in the Air Force, what that was like, and do you think it helped shape your voice as a writer?
I would definitely say like it definitely did just because of the experience I had. I did 20 years. I went out retired as a combat camera, well, public affairs, but also combat camera.
Mhm.
It's funny because I'm actually in the city where I was at doing combat camera now.
Mm.
But it definitely molded me to like write. That's what I actually learned writing from one of my first girlfriends. She put me onto it, and so like ever since then, I fell in love with it. It's just something about being able to articulate what's on my mind, but in like a artistic manner,
Mhm.
a rhythm manner. So like I love it.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about turning your poems into music?
I have thought about that.
Yeah.
I have. I'm looking towards like possibly like doing some kind of training, go to school and see like how that
Mhm.
the format, the layout will work and do it.
Yeah. Very,
Definitely.
very cool. Very, very cool. There's a cool AI app that turns your lyrics into music, and it's phenomenal. It's called
Hmm.
Suno, Suno
I
dot
have.
com or
Okay.
dot AI. So check that out. Put some of your
Oh,
lyrics in there, see what it comes up with. It's pretty cool. Was it
okay.
difficult to be vulnerable in your writing? And you're a tough guy, and have this tender side of you on the page. Is that sometimes hard to share?
No, I think as a person like me, like I don't look like I'm not okay, how you would word this. I'm not what I look
You're not
like.
your typical tough guy.
No, no. I would definitely say we both have well everybody has their masculine energy and their feminine energy, and I'm very in tune with my feminine energy, so where I could create. So that's probably
Yeah.
where it came from.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to tap into the creative side, wherever that comes from, for sure. And you have tapped into it. So now that you've started writing, are you thinking about writing any more?
Oh, most definitely. I fell in love with the thing of poetry. I think I'll be on TikTok a little bit, and I saw that there's like a event or something that's going to happen in DC, and
Mm.
the guy was saying that 2026 will be the year of poetry. So
Hmm.
it's motivated me definitely like to jump in and like go all in now.
Cool. That's great. 2026 as a poetic year, I think that would be great. We need a little poetry in our lives with all of the tension and division there tends to be in America right now,
Oh yeah,
whether real or perceived. I think everything's exaggerated by social media and the media itself.
of course.
Your goal is to share your pain so others don't repeat your mistakes. What do you perceive as those mistakes, and what do you think you hope people will learn from mistakes you feel you made?
I would definitely say we don't know ourselves until we get into the situation where we have a relationship. We don't get to see our flaws until you get in a relationship or even like a committed one, like a marriage. That person becomes your mirror to who you are. You might think you're this person, but until they hold that mirror up to you, then you learn like, oh man, that's a flaw, that's an insecurity, and then
Right.
like either you have a chance to learn from it or your ego can get in the way and stop it from stopping you from growing. And I think that's what's happening like a lot of relationships now. And
Mhm.
like people gets their ego in the way and not take it as a way to learn. So
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you have the book handy, we'd love to hear you read one of your poems. Do you have it?
sure, definitely, definitely. Hold on. Let me find one that's not too long.
Okay, sounds good.
uh, Let me do this one. I'll do a trusting God's process.
Okay.
Uh, they say things get easier with time. I'm just waiting for the time to align with me to feel that inside. I just try to pray to God for strength during this time. So many times I've wanted to write to let you know where I were on my mind. It's so hard knowing that I don't have you anymore. Even more so now that I truly know you're the lady that I'm supposed to be with. I pray one day soon you'll see what I see. There was nothing like you in my life. I just need you to know what real life should look like. I just needed you to leave to break what we were going through. It was a terrible cycle that wasn't going to change. I knew nothing was going to change by staying with you. Real change happens when real loss happens. I didn't leave to jump into another relationship. I had no desire to have anyone else in my space. No one can replace you as in this life as my queen. I need to always be my co-star in every scene. I just want you to reciprocate the same love I represent to you. You wasn't going to gain clarity by experience or doing the work. I was praying you would gain it through doing the internal work. I know the odds I face because how you were wired. I'm just trusting God in this process to receive my heart's truest desire.
Beautiful, beautiful, very touching, very sad. A lot of heartbreak, of course, in reading that and hearing those words. You're lucky not me. I would have probably started crying when I was reading it. So, you are a little bit. I can't blame you. It's a lot of emotion unpacked there, a lot of heartbreak unpacked there. And I don't think there's anything worse than being in love with someone, but for some reason you just can't make it work. It's
Yeah.
frustrating, it's heartbreaking, and all of that. Have you shared this book with your wife? Has she seen it? Has she talked to you about it?
Unfortunately, we're at a spot that we not talking right now. So
Yeah.
like, I did tell her that I had a book that was coming, whether
Mhm.
I know if she heard me or not. But like,
Yeah.
so like, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe she'll see this interview and realize that those are poems written about her in large part and
Mhm.
part of your inspiration. You also mentioned faith in there. Talk to us about the role of faith in your life.
Oh, most definitely. So I do believe in the law of one, which is like I believe like God is in all of us. You know, they
Hmm.
say that the kingdom of heaven is within. I do meditate and pray every day. You know, I thank God as far as like just having gratitude that I'm here, that I like what I have, what I appreciate. It's definitely been like my cornerstone to push myself through.
Yeah.
If I did not have that, I think right now it would be a lot more harder than it would be. So I
Yeah.
do appreciate my faith in God.
Yeah, the faith in God helps. It helps you keep an eye on the bigger picture that this is about eternity, not just a small moment.
Yeah.
And every life has its ups and downs. And even if you're feeling down right here, you got to know the next high is coming, the next joy is coming right down the road. What do you
Oh
hope
yeah.
readers take away from your book when they close that last page? What do you hope they feel? What do you hope they experience?
I just hope people learn to like self-reflect, like just have self-awareness about themselves. Like we're so busy worrying about like validation from other people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I believe we should go within and like learn to love ourselves. Then when we learn to love ourselves, truly love ourselves, then we
Yeah.
learn how to distribute that love to one another.
Yeah, exactly. The most important love you can have is a love for yourself. You have to love yourself first, and then you can love others. It's the greatest love of all, is the song that's written about that, and I think it's very, very true. And so, for the next chapter in your life is going to be as a writer.
Mhm.
Another book of poems, you think? Do you think you'll dabble into trying to write a novel? Tell us a little bit about what the
Um,
future holds.
I definitely see another book of poetry. I definitely probably I've been a lot through since I left my wife. It's been a journey, and I might write about that, write a movie or book about that because it's been crazy what I've been
Yeah.
through since I left. So that'll probably be my next step.
How long ago was the breakup?
I haven't seen her since August.
Okay, well, that's not that long. In
Yeah,
the
yeah, we
scheme
have
of
been.
things, it's not that long. How long were you guys married?
Would have been 11 years in October.
Yeah. Were you deployed a lot of that time also?
I would say no. We got married like 2014. Well,
Mhm.
actually, no, I take that back. No, we was
Yeah.
2014 and 2020. We barely saw each other. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it
That's
didn't
hard
work.
on a relationship as well. Being in the military is tough. But we
Yeah.
thank you for your service and we salute you for your service. And we salute you for this wonderful book of poetry. The name
Thank
of the
you.
book is Shades of My Soul, Reflections of What's Within, a moving collection of poetry meant to heal hearts, sharpen minds, and encourage deeper love for yourself and others. Rasheen, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Well, thank you for having me. Honor.
I appreciate your time, your insight, the wonderful work you've done on this book of poetry. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.